No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
From the shotgun, Lawrence can't get away, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Okay, ready?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now,
well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Hey.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Hey, go! Red.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. first catch there for Wilson and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to... Trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Higgins. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Hey. Check, Panther. Hey. No.
They'll look to throw again. That ball caught. It's Rice. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's go, 52.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Think right. Hey, go. Here we go, sir.
It's a throw again as Lawrence being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown! Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Viking 18. Set up. 60 Bobcat, 60 Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Bronco, 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Check go.
They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into... The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 7.
Set.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set. Trap 60, trap 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Hey, run!
They go play action now. Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Come 19. Let's go. Ready, ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Warriors 70. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
19 Lions. Ready, ready? Go.
Second and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That is caught. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check, 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 check. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Check, go.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Set up. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Chubb. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
Hey, Lion.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Hey, smash. Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Hurt. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick. Needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Okay, ready? 18, Rattler. 18. Let's go. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On the ready.
Second down and a yard.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Come back, team. Come back. Set. Warrior 70.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Get up.
Back to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in for the touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
23.
Lawrence will throw. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
On the ball,
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He gets this one complete to Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here we go, son.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, set. Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon